police car and probably killed some child.
Hey, the police killed the child, okay? He merely put the child
He
in danger.
directed the child into the death.
You know, Neo Paris has exploded like 3 times in the. Can I point out Neo Paris has had an explosion in it 3 times in the past 2 fucking days.
You got a problem.
The origin of the
lay low
explosion
for a while.
from which Pass was able to divert it.
I
So
feel
what?
like they should improve their fire safety.
What do you mean explosion?
What do you mean explosion?
You diverted the energy. It still went somewhere.
Right.
No, I meant the deck in
Oh.
Pascal's arm gives an ominous buzz from the shock, but appears to be working. The police car lost, and the gas core has been wrecked, as well as all current marks. The group seems to be safe, and more life and chaos can be heard from the origin of the explosion. That explosion happened last session, at the end of last session.
The tree.
The tree.
The true.
Okay, so you know the box you were been fiddling with? Okay.
Yeah, it was a tree.
Okay, so Ferret taped / hot glued it to their car, you know, the 2 suspicious dudes that left it there. And it was like some shit ass car, and as soon as he stopped holding it, he saw the wires spike in energy inside the box because he has his electric scanner on, because of the vibration of the car. And like Ferret like started to immediately sprint from that explosion as it from the thing as it happened, because he probably knew it was something bad, and he got a glitch, not a crit glitch. So he got a pretty good distance when it basically exploded, and as he fell to trip to faceplant, instead of faceplanting, he got launched like a rocket in the direction, to the direction of his car and the rest of the group. Then barrel rolling and skating across the ground and taking some damage. That's why he's shitting at driving right now. And the car that exploded, or where he left the thing, basically looked like an exploded soda can, you know, basically hit open, and there's a huge ass fucking tree crack in the crater, growing out of the crater, and defiantly kind of wrapping itself around this exploded soda can of a car. And now the chunky mess of these 2 is covering the tree, and the green sickly moss that has covered all the surrounding street, and like 3 people that are like in a screaming expression, but entirely like statues covered by this moss.
Got it. So
that explosion.
Yeah, that explosion.
Guys, do you ever consider we're a menace to society?
No. So real quick, I don't know if you saw that, but Fast did turn off his cyber deck.
Yeah, I see.
Completely, just in case anyone wanted to.
So, Kroll, aren't you glad you failed at that roll to rip those wires?
Because if you did, you guys would literally be turned to chunky salsa right there. That's why I was so
killed most of the party.
That's why I was so particular on you guys. If you use this post edge on ripping the wires out. Because if you actually did with the violently as you expressed, kaboom! And chunky salsa, because you were in between 2 solid buildings alley, and that's a lot of explosion waves bouncing back and forward.
Somewhere in the multiple universe theory, there's just a universe where there's just Bouquet and Dandy left, and they're like, oh fuck, what now?
And Tots technically.
Home, like our friends are... Oh yeah, and Tot. Like, our friends are giblets. We can't identify that because... Look at it.
Look at it. It's a tree.
I mean, there's Burning Edge, but I'm only gonna allow Burning Edge in situation where it kinda makes sense. A point-blank extreme explosion is kinda hard to burn your edge on to survive. I'm just gonna warn you that. Unless it's like a frag grenade or something. Then you might like lose an arm or something like that. But like this was a very powerful explosive with the whole magical thing going on.
Why do I feel like you're gonna Harvey Dent one of us? I feel like it's gonna happen at some point.
You merely adopted the... God damn it.
You merely adopted the dark.
I was born.
Meanwhile, Dandy be mad. Dandy be stressed.
But yeah, you guys in the you guys hear that boom.
He's not fucking.
I should technically write this, but I'm too lazy at the moment because I'm totally brain dead. But Buki and Dandy hears the explosion in the distance now, and then the ensuing police sirens in the long distance. By the way, Pascal should know that he have learned something that you should write down on his character sheet.
Oh.
Not to play with fire.
The Overwatch score for police grids or police hosts or entities or things is not 40, it is 30.
Well.
Oh.
Well, fuck.
He've learned this now. So you can write that down and says something he knows now.
I'll put that in. Okay. So the
I
Overwatch.
was just making a goof, man.
Too bad.
You're taking it too far. You've made it too real. Just imagining fucking sends text like, "Hey, yo, you fine?"
Everything is crazy.
Bruh, I'm totally fucking jazzed up now. Yeah. Bruh.
Oh yeah, right. So, do you want medical treatment?
No.
You did
Don't
that.
be
No.
silly.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Did Soul get hurt?
Mentally.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Face. Just... Now she looks badass and also really high.
Meanwhile, Pascal's just like, "Oh, dang it! My cyber deck got hurt, man!"
Oh yeah.
What is he, a fucking nerd?
Yeah, you mean
Pocket protectors? Ew, my cyber deck got hurt. Oh no, I can't believe this. I have to go and get it repaired.
That's honestly what Pascal's is like right now. He's just like, "Oh, this sucks, man. Like my cyber deck, they fried my cyber deck a bit." Meanwhile, like Soul's like blood, like a blood dripping down from her nose, and like Barrett's got like like road rash on his face.
Yeah.
Got a concussion.
And my fucking car.
yeah, all the windows are like busted, and you can see some dents on like the side of the car from the shockwave.
Hey,
Pascal,
look at it. Look at it this
my
way.
cyber deck.
Look at it this way, though. Now, when you're driving really fast, you can feel the wind hitting your face, so the rush is better. Overall, it's an improvement.
Pascal's cyber deck is in his arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine how fun it could happen if it was the real shock and it made the thing go kaboom in the car. you know, his
Carl
entire
was
arm
born, he'll be dead.
ceases to work.
Speaking of characters being made so that the arms can't work,
Thinking.
looking forward to Sunday.
Oh yeah. I can't wait
The
to
Adventures
just be
of Limp
resurrected as a head.
We're gonna go through
Limpam Key.
You mean it's a dragon head? Used a huge floating dragon head now.
Dandy's response to that is just, you know what? Fuck these people. I'm fucking going to the shadiest club I know. I'm gonna punch a dude. It's gonna feel good. Fuck this. Fuck these people.
As you guys kind of, you know, Dimitrov, you guys see on a like a TV screen, like a huge, like, you know, in the center of a more, what's it called in New York, Mads? Like, you know,
Times Square?
Yeah, like, you know, when they're huge, no, almost billboards, screens, that sort of stuff. And like a news report on the explosion and the huge fucking tree. And reports of incredibly virulent and toxic moss.
Growing on my eyes. I'm moss in my eyes, Johnny.
I'm moss in my eyes, Johnson. I got moss in my eye. I can't see a goddamn thing. Come down to my store. I'll show you some moss. I'll put it in your eyes. I'm moss in my eyes, Johnson.
Red's just like, don't do this. I'm doing that. Fuck you. Can't tell me what to do. You want my dad. I'm older than you.
He is older. Buke is just 17 years old, so...
Exactly. Dandy's in his like late 20s.
Wait, how old is Dandy?
Like, I don't remember specific.
Oh wait, no, not Dandy.
It's on the sheets.
Let's check the sheets.
He's 26.
Nice.
He's not in his late 20s. He's in his mid 20s.
Corbel is talking to Scythian, by the way. He's come back to your room.
Oh yeah.
It was stressful for Pascal.
Poor Pascal.
Yeah. And he learned something very important.
I liked the two very different ways of stress relief. I'm gonna go do something fucking insane. Bye. I'm gonna go home and watch some fucking anime. Maybe eat some fucking donuts. Have a good time.
It's sugary food. Like tofu, sugared tofu or something bullshit.
Ooh. Imagine just gets louder as they get further and further away.
Yeah.
It's more distant. It's like, fuck this, I'm gonna go do something crazy. Don't do nothing crazy. No, I am, that's high, relax. You need to admit you have a problem. I don't give a shit. Meanwhile, like, at least a dozen people on the street are just looking at these two like, what the fuck?
My son
What
is
is
having anger
this?
issues. No, Dad, you got anger issues.
Don't you claim I'm your son. I'll kick your ass.
No, as in,
Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Dude, we need like a version of that with Dr. Corbell, just like sitting next to like all the kids. Don't talk to me or my sons ever again.
Grandkids.
When we find the person blackmailing him.
My son is ill. Yes.
I'm sick, yeah. Cough.
Cough, cough.
Car. What?
Curve, curve.